Alright, your independent brake valve disassembly inspection repair and assembly test toolkit SC494097 E12. Dry clean solve with the independent brake valve remove warning. While the assemblies are even the spring loaded, use the caution during disassembly. Proceed with the no parts fly without with causing injury to personnel. For procedure, the remove of the independent brake valve automatic brake valve handle must be placed with its full surface position at approximately 25 psi brake pipe production. Brake cylinder pressure must be applied with locomotive proper procedure valve with the cutting out with the brake cop. Ensure operation control of the locomotive failure to comply with these instructions may result in locomotive movement, which could possibly cause the equipment damage or injury to personnel. Note: before disassembly, check for the handle of the release position. Remove the repairing brake valve with the component. Check airline pipe with the corrosion brake pits flat and loose connection. Refer to airline pipe for the replacement defect with the pipeline connection. Refer to TM55 2210 223 24P pipe identification pipeline. Remove the 3 nuts, 1 valve body, 2 and the gasket 3. To pull handle retaining pin of assembly 25 straight out with remove the handle symbol 4. Hard disassembly. Remove the 3 screws over the separate quick release valve body 8 with 6 from the valve body 2 with the remove of the gasket 7 with the remove of the cam 8. Turn the adjusting screws 9 with the counterclockwise relieve the tension over the regulating valve spring 14. Caution valve assemblies are under spring load. Use the caution disassembly. Proceed with the no parts fly out and cause injury to personnel. Remove the 4 nuts 10 spring housing 11 the exhaust valve seat assembly 12 spring seat 13 regulating valve 14 disassembly exhaust valve seat assembly 12 volume moving nut 15 follower 16 diaphragm 16 17 exhaust valve seat 18 O-ring 19 move exhaust valve spring 20 and with the valve 22 with the remove the inlet exhaust valve 21 with the valve body 2 move 2 O-ring 22 with the inlet exhaust valve remove the retainer ring 23 with the spring seat 24 handle retains spring assemble 25 with the quick release valve body 6 move quick release spring 26 O-ring 27 with the quick release valve 28 move 2 O-rings 29 with the quick release valve remove the cam dog pin 30 with the remove the cam dog 31 move 2 cotter pins 32 roller pin 33 roller 34 with the cam dog 31 remove the brake valve push pin 35 from the cam 8. Clean inspection repair warning dry clean some of the PD680 with its toxic flammable with protective goggles and gloves. Use only well ventilated area. Avoid contact with the skin, eyes, and clothes. Do not breathe vapor. Do not use the near open flame with excessive heat. Flash point is 100 to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. Become the big dizzy with the gap with the fresh air. Medical aid immediately. Contact with the eyes. Made wash eyes and medical aid immediately with the cloth dampen and dry clean. So remove the grease on the exterior interior body. Warning compressed air cleaning purpose does not exceed 30 psi. Do not use the compressed air against skin. Use the goggle full face shield. Use the dry clean. Solve with the clean metal parts. Dry with compressed air. Inspect metal parts for crack, breaks, or cuts or other damage. Replace with the parts. Check with the spring, but it has not rusted, becomes distorted. Take a permanent set. Replace with the damaged spring. Inspect roller 34, roller pin 3 for flat spots. Replace with the damaged part. Inspect the handle of the retaining pin with the assembly 35 with the 25 broken spring flat spot end of the pin. Replace the damaged part with the check with the roller contact surface with the cam of the contact surface with the roller. 34 cleaning of the dry to maintain with the roller friction between the two surfaces of the silicone grease lubricating oil ring grooves and or spool valves bushing with which the spool valves use to enter with the cleaning inlet flint free cloth remove the excess lubricant. Warning valve assembly. Use the under spring load with the caution during assembly. Proceed with the no parts fly out that cause injury to the personnel. Install the brake valve push pin 35 into the cam 8. Install roller 34 and roller pin 33 in the cam dog 31. Secure with the two cotter pins 32. And install the cam 8 and the cam dog 31. Valve body 2. Secure with the cam dog pin 30 with install the two O-ring 29 with the O-ring 27 with the quick release valve 28. Install the hand relay 10 pin assembly 25 with the spring seat 24 retainer 23 quick release valve body 6. Install gasket with the 7 on the valve body 2 and install quick release valve 28 with the quick release spring 26 and quick release valve body 6. Install quick release valve body 6 on valve body 2. Screw with the 3 screws 5. Install 2 O-rings in the inlet exhaust valve 21. Install inlet exhaust valve 21 valve body 2. Inlet exhaust valve body spring 20. Overball and inlet exhaust valve 21. Available assemble exhaust valve seat assembly 21 and following. Install O-ring 19 exhaust valve seat 18. Install exhaust valve seat 18 on spring on diaphragm 17 and follower 16. Secure with nut 15. Install exhaust valve seat assembly 12 on the valve body 2. Check the exhaust valve spring 20 in the position board on the exhaust valve seat 18. Install regulating valve spring 14 on the overnight 16. Install spring seat 13 on the end of the regulating valve spring 14. Hard assembly. Install spring housing 11 on the valve body 2 with the screw with the 4 nuts 10 with the tuning adjusting screw 9 clockwise. Check with the cam 8 on the release position. Install the handle on the slot with the cam Pull the back on the handle retaining pin 25. Check for the full travel. The handle is in camera. Replace the hand retaining pin assembly. Install the valve body 2 and gasket 3. Unscrew with the 3 nuts 1. Test. The test of the independent brake valve. The corner for the test specification T2403. An independent brake valve functions as follows. Make adjustment of the daily delivery pressure for the adjusting screw with the control spring housing. High pressure with the desired increase the compression with a spring with a high delivery pressure. Will be required to lap the valve portion. Lower pressure is desired to increase the compression with a spring. A lower delivery pressure will be required to lap the valve portion. The independent brake valve function shows that the independent brake valve has two position release and full application. The handle for the release position, full application position. The valve functions as valve handles the actuated cam turns position supply exhaust valve assembly. First to the seat of the exhaust valve, the unseat of the supply seat. Main reserve air valve flow over the unseated supply valve from port 30 to 20 from brake valve connected port number 2 and the 2A for the 6NFR distributing valve with the number 24A double check valve pressure develops in port 2. 20 will actuate the relay valve to develop the number of the braking cylinder as in the air pressure develops in port 20. Also, the develops over the interface for the diaphragm independent brake valve. Build up pressure diaphragm is opposed to the spring pressure for the opposite side. When the air pressure spring being balanced, value of assembly will position into the lap position, which of the supply values become C, and terminate further flow of the main reserve air to port 20. Hard pressing independent with the brake hand with the release position will cover the release for the automatic brake application positioning look one of the following actions functions. Main reserve of the air full flow with the port 13 with turn and connected with the port 10 and 5 F5 relay air valve. Air pressure 10 exceed with the strength of the valve. Returning spring with the port 11 connected with the 9 of the atmosphere. Air application chamber with the number 2 port exhausted from the port 2 with the H5 relay air valve port 9. Air brake cylinders will be in turn be vented with the 6NFR distributing valve of the BC exhaust. Pressing independent brake valve somewhere in the application zone will relieve the automatic application only to the value corresponding position handle in the application zone. And that was the Chapter 4 independent brake valve.